Plaintiff Donna Jeffrey says the defendant is her son, but because she gave birth to him when she was 15 years old, they were more like brother and sister. Donna claims her son doesn't approve of her lifestyle because she likes to wear miniskirts and go out to the clubs. And she's suing him today because he caused Donna to crash her car when he was drunk. Defendant Richard Buford says his relationship with his mother has always been rocky because his mother's extremely controlling and manipulative. Richard admits that the two of them have even gotten into physical altercations, and during one of them, he snatched her wig off, and he doesn't believe he owes his mother for damaging her car.
Prove your case.
Hi, Your Honor. I had my son when I was 15. Rick and I kind of grew up more like brother and sister than mother and son. We've had our ups and downs. Rick doesn't approve of my lifestyle a little bit.
Why do you think that was, that you grew up as brother and sister as opposed to mother and son?
Because I had him so young, and it was more of...
That he was a baby.
We grew up, we were a baby raising a baby, in other words, kind of like.
Okay, but
and
there are some that don't operate as brother and sister, and the outcome is usually better.
Yes,
because a brother and sister can't tell each other what to do.
That's true.
Go ahead.
But I had that option to tell him, and I did regularly. But I was young, I was in school. My grandmother kind of raised him a lot while I finished school.
He didn't approve of your lifestyle. What is that?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like I wear miniskirts and go to the club and hang out all night. He doesn't feel like I should be doing that. I should be a Betty Crocker mom, and I'm not.
You should be a crack mom.
A Betty Crocker.
Oh, Betty Crocker. Oh, okay.
I'm not the normal, what you say, mother. I like to get dressed up and go out to the club and hang out. So I took him out to the club.
Let me get to him and allow him to give some background before we get to the car and the club.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, our relationship has been really rocky. From my point of view.
From what age?
I would say all the way back to when I started 16, maybe. You get independent, my first job, first car. I remember our first blow up. She is so controlling that she wants to treat me like a little kid all the time. I'm 38.
All right, you're her brother. What's she treating you like?
She's a grandma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
don't let your sister treat you any kind of way.
Well, it's a point of a person just giving you respect, you know, and it's like she's very manipulative, especially when it comes to emotional. She tries to put me through a lot of emotional
For
stress.
what purpose?
To anything she wants me to do, she knows exactly what number to call me on. She presses all the buttons.
Then what do you do when she presses the button? That sounds like you go off.
Sometimes I do, because I have my own opinion.
You curse your mother?
I have in the past, but I apologize. It's just emotional.
Have you ever assaulted her?
I haven't hit my mom, but I did.
Nobody snatched my wig off.
I had snatched her wig off. I did snatch her wig off one time. That was very rude of me, but...
That's assaulting your mother, sir. That's assault.
At 16, you know, I came home one day, first car, first girlfriend, first job, you know. I came home and she was arguing. She gets in these moods where she's really confrontational with people. She just started ranting and raving, embarrassing me in front of my girl. I'm like, well, fine, I'll leave, you know. I left out and I did slam the door. Before I could make it to the car, she's out there busting out my windows with a sickle. So I flip out. I run over to her car. I'm like, you got a car too? So I throw a brick through her window. And our relationship.
Yeah, my brother has done things to me.
That's kind of, that's why.
And I've done things to my brothers, yeah. Fight. One of my brothers wears a wig. I've snatched it off. You get my point now?
Yes, I do.
All right, I hope so. And you have any other children, or you intend to? The way you're hanging out at them clubs, you might have another one on the way.
No, I raised foster kids. Thanks, I'm through.
All right. Well, what do you want to tell me about one of these club visits that you were getting to, that you took him to? I
hung out with him. We closed down about 4 clubs. All my friends was taking him to the car trying to do sexual acts.
With him?
Yeah, with him. Okay. And he was going.
No, I did not have sex with him.
Whatever you did, go right ahead.
Anyway, around about 3 o'clock in the morning, he was finally begging me. No, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The next afternoon. He was begging me, can we please go home?
Go home from where?
From the bar.
At 3 p.m., ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Never heard of that, and I've been around every type of environment.
Shocked me too, Your Honor.
It
Shocked
is.
me too. I could not believe it. I was like, wow, really? 6 in the morning. It's a club, and they serving liquor and everything.
Go ahead, ma'am. What happened that caused you to sue him for the car?
Well, a couple of years ago, Your Honor, today, as a matter of fact, I was assaulted and raped in my home.
Today?
And, today would be 2 years today.
Oh, okay. 2 years today.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
to hear that.
Thank you. And so I haven't worked since then, and I lost my insurance like about a couple of months before the accident because I couldn't afford it anymore with the car note. So we're riding along. We went to a family reunion, and we're riding along. I didn't realize Richard was a little intoxicated as much as he was. And I asked him a question because my nephew had took me one way earlier, and he took me a different way. And I said, oh, well, he took me one way. And he said, well, who are you going to listen to? I'm your son, me or your nephew? I said, I'm just asking a question. So he just bust out arguing with me. I just turned the music up. He turned the music down. Still kept arguing at me. Then I'm driving up the highway at 60 miles an hour. He puts the car in drive. In park. I put it back in drive, kept up the highway. He goes, let me out. I go, I'm not pulling over and let you out, you're drunk. So finally he looks over at me and he goes, I hate you. You'll never see me or your grandson again. And he grabs my wheel and throws us into a brick wall, and we go over that wall and flip on down the hill.
Was anyone hurt?
Yeah, we were both hurt.
It wasn't that serious.
Were you hospitalized?
No.
Were you drinking?
No, sir. I had a drink earlier, but I was not. They did a sobriety test
She's
that
always
night.
drinking.
Let me hear from you, sir.
She's always drinking, for one thing.
Let me hear from you.
On the day in question...
I'm glad that's all you all hit was a wall and not another person's car
Thank
injuring
God.
them.
Thank God.
On the day in question, we go to the family and have a nice time. We end up at another relative's house where the festivities continue until a little bit late in the night. So when we leave, I tell her that there's a quicker way. So she starts to argue with me, tell me to shut up and sit back. And I'm like, okay, here we go again. So we get to arguing to the point where I just wanted to get out the car. And when we get into arguments, my thing is I just want to defuse the situation by getting away, because I know how far it can go from my past experience. So she won't let me out. I'm like, I'd rather walk home. 50 miles, I don't care. And if I want to walk, let me out.
What happened, sir?
She wouldn't let me out. I grabbed her whip, to let her know. I didn't really tell her, but we lost control and we did crash.
Why don't you think you're liable?
Because I have been helping her pay her bills. I've been giving you money. She's looking crazy, but I've been helping her pay her bills, giving her money, and not having her pay it back. And
Did she agree to ever repay you?
She doesn't have to.
Okay, so give me a defense to not repaying her for the car damage.
She was responsible for maintaining her insurance. I gave her money specifically for that, but she didn't do it because she goes shopping.
That's your only defense, is that she didn't have insurance, so you're not responsible?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's not a legal defense. If someone was negligent and caused the loss of that person's car, it has nothing to do whether that person has insurance or not. So I'm just going to do ultimately what would happen after the insurance company became involved, and that is required that you repay because you were negligent in grabbing the wheel. What type of car was it, ma'am?
A PT Cruiser.
What year?
2002.
All right. You need to try and keep some peace and not provoke him, but if he assaults you, you at minimum need to call the police.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you. We live across the hall from each other, so we have to get along. And, most of the time we do. I'm thinking about trying to make him go to therapy.
I love my mom, so it's really no big issue like it's came out, we just have a brief altercations, but, as we grow, we try to get it together, so there's really not going to be any of that anymore, so I love you.
I love you, too.
I'm very sorry.
Thanks.